Our dear brothers and sisters, it is very, very gratifying to hear that you have arranged a very good symposium on the conference level by the Ambedkar Sidhu Kanu Study Circle at the Santiniketan city. My Vanakkam. It is our privilege and honor to congratulate you for this great attempt. Now, Periyar is the very, very burning subject, not only in Tamil Nadu, not only in India, but at the same time to the whole of the part of the universe. Because Periyar was not dead. Periyar is not an individual. He is an institution by himself. And one of the achievements, so many achievements in his prolific public life, which is more than half a century, 60 years. When he was fighting in Congress, he had a wonderful opportunity of participating in the Vaikom Satyagraha in 1924. The Vaikom struggle, the Satyagraha, was not a political one, even though he hails from the Congress party then. It was not against gods, it was not against religion, it was not against any particular individuals. But what for? That is the main question. The only answer is that it is the first human rights struggle. They stood for the human rights. A man, after all, is he should fight even to walk on the streets? That was the question. And by his leader, Mahatma Gandhi, when he has started, after the request from the jail already who started that Satyagraha in 1924, they were all arrested. The government then was the state government, Travancore kingdom. There was Raja, that is king. And it was more or less based on the Hindu religion and Shastras. That was saying they want to perpetuate the old system, a status quo society. That is why they want to keep it everything. But according to them, there was one Mahadeva temple. And all around the temple, anybody could walk except Idavas, except the untouchables. You will be surprised to know nowhere in the whole world that there is a system of untouchable, unseeable, unapproachable. What anybody, even foreigners never understand this one. So the low-caste people who are not allowed to walk on the streets which is around the temple, when a lawyer by name Madhavan, when he got graduated and admitted in the Bar Council and all these things, he was practicing law, court. The court was situated in one of the streets around the temple, Mahadeva temple. When he entered, when he wanted the street to argue his case, he was beaten up very badly by the upper caste people in Kerala. Why? How you have the guts to enter this one? He said, look here, the court is situated here and it is my right to practice and I want to do justice for my client. No, they never accepted. This is the sparking point to start the Vaikom Satyagraha. The Vaikom Satyagraha, all those people, the erstwhile Travancore state, under the regime of a Raja, king, they thought, no, it is against all rules. So those people like George Joseph and Neelakandan Kurur Nilakanta Nambudiri, and Kesava Menon, so on and so forth. They got arrested and put in the prison. They wrote a letter to Periyar, who was then the Tamil Nadu Congress Committee president. And he accepted. So please continue. Otherwise, if you don't come and fight for us, then the whole movement will be termed as a failure, which we should not do that. Immediately, Periyar started from Erode to Vaikom. Vaikom was a very near town in the Alapi and all these things in Kerala. So the Periyar went there and he fought there. Even though the Raja was very close, when he wanted to pass through to go to Delhi, he used to stay only at Periyar's palace, Periyar's house. They wanted to give an offer. When he heard that Periyar is coming, they sent a glowing reception for him. But Periyar said, no, look here, I won't be your state guest because I have come here to fight against your government. It is not fair and ethical to accept it. Then he went there, organized and got arrested. And was not only arrested, he was released after the 1 month sentence. Then he never returned back to Tamil Nadu. He continued his struggle. In the while, another unique feature of Vaikom Satyagraha is, first time, his wife, Mrs. Nagamayar, and his sister, Kannamayar, and a group of ladies were there as fighters. And he was fighting. They want to participate in the picketing after the arrest of Periyar. So first in 1924, can you imagine, now in 1 century ago, that these people from other state, even though they are not aggrieved or affected by that, but for the sake of human rights, they wanted to continue this struggle. That is why Periyar was put in prison. He was released. Then again, he once again went there. This was the greatest one and great achievement. Periyar saw to it that unless and until this one, nothing will happen. That is why the human rights, he started it against caste, against discrimination. And when Gandhiji was asking why you are going to and because the upper caste people are objecting it, and he politely replied to his leader, look here, Gandhiji, I saw here the pigs and donkeys are walking freely. They have never got this right by Satyagraha. But we as a rational human beings, how could we tolerate? Then he continued. He was put in under the jail once again for 6 months. And then the Raja was dead. And then the Sanatanic force, they wanted to do yaga. So that Satru Sankara yaga. That means that force will come and they will kill the person. But on the other hand, it was what happened, it never yielded any result as they expected, because it's a great bunkum and it's a myth. And so he was released because of that one, the prisoners were released. Periyar continued, and because of that, 1 year back, once again the streets were slowly and steadily opened. So that it was not a question of walking, it is a question of human right. That is why you are celebrating, and we congratulate you. And everywhere, when the self-respect of a human being is saved, the caste system has dehumanized our society. And the upper caste people alone have the privileges and other things to study, to rule, to accept a big post. And that was once again, this started a struggle, and it's justified by that. So this movement, Periyar's movement, is nothing but the greatest human rights organization with a great humanist. It is very difficult, you can divinize people, but it is very difficult in our country to humanize the people. This is for humanize. From dehumanization to rehumanization, this moment said for the centenary as already, and it is most fitting and proper. You have also arranged Jyotiba Phule and Savitribai Phule and Savitribai Phule and 1 minute. And the great fighter of the Bengal, Rokhaya Begum, Rokhaya Shakawat Hussain. And also this movement should always stand for aborigines, Adivasigal, Padangudina, scheduled tribe. But now they are being very badly termed, even in their home, as Vanavasigal. They are not Vanavasigal, but they must be Adivasi. Adivasi means original tiller of the soil, original people who worked for the same to culture. So you have very rightly organized this conference and symposium. We once again congratulate. It is a privilege and pleasure once again, even though I'm very eager. I am in a different country. I am in Australia. But anyhow, this is a very good attempt. And our Banerjee, particularly I thank profusely our Supriya Banerjee, who wrote a beautiful book about Periyar's thoughts. And he was honored by her in our conference at Tiruchirappalli. So I wish him also will continue the mission. So once again, our hearty thanks for the efforts. In the land of Tagore, the Shantiniketan, this is most fitting and proper to arrange this kind of symposium. I wish the entire symposium and the conference a grand success. Thank you.